A tragedy had ended in 2017, as Anthony Sinclair, aka Villeboyant life came to end on the evening of August, and having something to do with the rival gangs of Huntersville and Berkeley, and that's why we're looking at the death of Anthony Sinclair, also known as Villeboyant. And on August 8, 2017, Anthony Sinclair, aka Villeboyant or Vibia, was attempting to sell a $80 marijuana to a 19-year-old named Deon Bright Jr. at the Days Inn. The two didn't know each other before that night. At first, Bright reached out to Lenny to buy weed from him, although Lenny was out of town. He connected Bright with a backup. Bright was gamed until he learned the identity of his dealer, Villeboyant. When he found out while the two were still talking on the phone, he hung up. He is not a good person, Bright told detectives. Bright appeared to have tried to bail on the drug deal with Sinclair by just not going. Meanwhile, Sinclair waited for nearly an hour in the Days Inn parking lot, getting angrier by the minute but also assuring, "You can smell it and everything before you gimme the bread." Eventually, he texted Bright a threat. "By the weed or I am coming after you." He said he was coming to get me, Bright told Lenetti in court. Bright ended up coming to the rendezvous spot. He told detectives Sinclair was not pleased by the delay, saying something to the effect of, "What took you so long? You know who I am. You got me out here waiting his long." When he showed him the cash, Sinclair tried to take it from him. Bright told detectives then Sinclair put his hand on his hip and he was pulling out a gun. In the weeks after killing Sinclair, he told homicide detectives, "All I saw was something silver, but then I pulled out my gun and started shooting on Friday." Bright reiterated that Sinclair was trying to draw his gun, but Lenetti, after reviewing the motel's surveillance footage, contradicted him and said Sinclair never appeared to go for it. Regardless, after a 36-second interaction, Bright shot Sinclair 3 times in the chest, the bullets hitting Sinclair's heart, lungs, liver, and spinal cord. He died at scene. Police found a gun in his right hand. And on Friday, 19-year-old Deon Bright Jr. was sentenced to nearly 5 years behind bars for killing Sinclair. Circuit Judge David Lenetti ordered he spend about 2 years at the State Department Juvenile Justice Facility. Once he turns 21, Bright will do 3 years in prison. In May, Bright pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter. In exchange, Special Prosecutor Ashley Coleman reduced the second-degree murder charge against Bright and dropped a related gun count. This is it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. And subscribe for more updates like this, and rest in peace to Anthony Sinclair, aka Villeboyant, 1998 to 2017.